welcome to the Film and TV channel. Today we've got a film review and it's a musical. Yes, nothing like a good musical, is it? We're going to have a look at West Side Story today, a 12A, 156 minutes. Yeah, felt like it as well. So for me, to be honest with you, a musical romantic drama film, of course, directed and co-produced by Steven Spielberg, no less, from a screenplay by Tony Kushner. Second feature-length adaptation, of course. I did enjoy the first one. Don't get me wrong. Based on the 1957 stage musical of the same name, it explores forbidden love, of course it does, and the rivalry between the Jets and the Sharks, two teenage street gangs of different ethnic backgrounds. We've got in this Ansel Elgort as Tony. I think I've seen him before, but I don't know where. Rachel Zegler as Maria. Ariana DeBose as Anita. David Alvarez as Bernardo. Mike Feist as Riff. Rita Moreno, it's nice to see her back, as Valentina. Brian Darcy James as Officer Krupke. Corey Stoll as Lieutenant Shrank. Was he in the original? I don't know. I'm confused. He probably was. I have no idea. Marino, who of course starred in the 61 film adaptation, also served as executive producer alongside Kushner. Justin Peck choreographed the dance sequences. Yeah, they're okay. Very old feel with a new slant on them, but very, very good. Theatrically released by 20th Century Studios on the USA on December the 10th, 2021. I reckon it was released in the UK as well. It was delayed by as a lot of films have been by COVID-19, of course. Some critics found it to be superior to the 1961 film. There you go. The 1961 film got 7.5 out of 10 on Internet Movie Database, so that's what it's up against. So will it beat that? Possibly. On the review aggregator website Rotten Tomatoes, 93% of 243 reviews. All these scores was at the 12th of December 2021 at 5 p.m. 93% of 243 reviews are positive. That's not bad, is it? An average rating of 8.3 out of 10. So that's better than that other one, isn't it? That's better than the 1961 one already. 226 fresh, but there was 17 rotten, so not everyone was totally convinced. Karen James is fresh on this. She's from BBC.com. She said, Spielberg is wise enough to know that the original West Side Story was once in a lifetime. He has created his own miracle, a diversely cast, socially aware film for today that embraces all that is sublime in its incomparable source. What more do we expect from the BBC to flowery words like that? But David Jenkins from Little White Lies, he's a top critic, but I don't know what Little White Lies is, I'm not too sure. He's rotten on it though. He said, individual elements work, but just flat and stiff in the main. And Elgort, a dead weight right at the centre. Yes, we'll come back to Mr. Elgort in a little while. The website's consensus, Steven Spielberg's West Side Story presents a new look at the classic musical that lives up to its beloved forebear and in some respects might even surpass it. So there you go. Rotten Tomato audience, 4.7 out of 5. Metacritic uses a weighted average, got a score of 86 out of 100 based on 55 critics, 51 fresh and 51 fresh. No, it's not Rotten Tomatoes, is it? 51 positive, 4 mixed and no negative. So that's good. Metacritic must-see label it's been given. That's a new thing. And it scored anywhere between 40 and 100. David Jenkins, we mentioned him before. He only gave it, that equated to 40 out of 100 he gave it. But Varianty's own Gleeman liked it. He gave it 80 out of 100. He said, there are scenes in Spielberg's version that will melt you, scenes that will make your pulse race, and scenes where you simply sit back and revel in the big-spirited grandeur of it all. Yeah, okay. Internet Movie Database, 8.1 out of 10. 3,676 scored it anywhere between 6 and 9 out of 10. I ignore the 10s, as you know. And only 333, quite low, isn't it? So talking less than 10%, scored it anywhere between 2 and 5 out of 10. Right, me. As you'd expect, there's been criticism of this, the portrayal of Puerto Ricans in this. No surprise, because it does really stick pretty closely to the original, to the ideas and themes of the original. So perhaps some of the jobs they do and stuff are still stuck in that sort of time, obviously. So that's a little bit of criticism. But as you know, that doesn't. The political side doesn't bother me. It's a fantasy. It's not a real life drama. It's not a real life drama. It's not a documentary. But I fully understand perhaps some of the negative observations made. But as I say, it did stick quite well to the original, so there wasn't too much movement from that. I love musicals. You may know, you may not know if you're new to this. Always I've done since my mum would take me to the cinema and I watch Disney films with my mum, which obviously included musicals, of course, and just straightforward musicals. And my dad would take me to watch all the historical films and all the war films, stuff like that, and the cowboy films, etc., etc. So I was a pretty lucky kid, wasn't I, really, to be honest with you. I got the best of both worlds, or all worlds. That's why I like lots of different films. West Side Story, though, of all the 60s classic musicals, there's always been a film I've sort of struggled to sit through again. I think I tried to sit through it 2 or 3 years ago, ended up doing other things. I don't think it aged particularly well. And I do now, even though obviously similar films in the 60s I still like, obviously I'm more into my modern stuff, more into the modern musicals. But yeah, because I like this remake, is it rightly or wrongly? I think rightly. It has the vibe, so I liked it because it just still has the vibe and feel of the original for me. So I did like it, but I didn't love it. I didn't think it was fantastic. It was just okay to see a different slant on basically something I've watched before and got a little bit bored with. So it was interesting on that scale. I mean, my main gripe was Eggort, of course, where someone else mentioned him before as Tony. He never really worked for me, and he sort of spoils it for me when he's on the scene. He never grew on me. I just didn't like. He seemed a little bit wooden and just totally not fit for that role. But hey, there you go. That's a personal thing. I just didn't take to him, and then also I struggled to enjoy, of course, the other lead male character, really, David Alvarez as Bernardo. Again, I didn't really enjoy that, although a lot of the other roles I did. Especially Ariana DeBose as Anita. I enjoyed her role, and Rachel Zegler, of course, as Maria. And they all worked well. It was great to see, of course, Rita Moreno back in this as well. So, yeah, as I said, the two male leads for me didn't ruin it, but just sort of brought it down a little bit. I liked it. By about 2 hours in, it was feeling a little long to me again. I was getting a bit restless. As with the original, it runs a bit out of steam, I think, and I think the original did, to be honest with you, steam towards the very, very end, which is a shame. But it is a good effort. It's a great new version of it. Yes, if I had to watch one or the other again, I'll probably watch this again at some stage in the future. Not particularly anytime soon, mind you, but yeah, if you said to me you've got to watch one of them, I would certainly watch one of them. I'll certainly watch this modern one again. As I say, perhaps a few months down the line or a year or two, who knows? But yeah, I'll give this one another go. As I say, so that's not too bad, is it? Rather than the old version, if you like. So I'm going to give it a very watchable score. I'm going to be kind to it. I'm going to give it a 6.5 out of 10. I can see how popular it is, and I think it's great for a younger audience as well, who perhaps have been sort of more grown up on the new musicals these days, like Hamilton, and obviously, Wicked is my favourite. Wicked's my favourite at the moment. I know it's not new; it's been a while out, a long time. And I think they're doing a film of that. I can't wait for that. But there you go. But it's great for the younger fans because, as I say, it does stick to the classic feel of the '60s version as well. So that's sort of even to the choreography. I say it expands on it. Of course, it does. We're 60 years hence, but it does follow it quite closely, so I was quite impressed by that. So I will give it a 6.5 out of 10. Let me know what you think, guys, anyway, about West Side Story. If you're into musicals, if you're not into musicals, you probably won't watch it. There's no point, is there? Someone said to me, I never watched such and such a thing. Well, do you like that genre? No, well, that's probably why you don't watch it then, but hey, there you go. Anyway, thanks for watching, guys. Whatever you're going to do the rest of the day, have a great one. Look after yourselves, look after your friends, look after your families. More importantly, let's all look after each other. To meet here again on the Film and TV channel. Please have a look at my football channel, my Citizen channel on my club Manchester City if you get a chance. But if not, if you're not bothered about that, don't worry. Or someone who might need might be interested, give them a point in my direction. That'd be great. But if it's back on here on the Film and TV channel, I only ask one thing, don't I? Please stay safe, guys. Thanks for watching. See you later.